We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call? Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously.
Yeah. So you agree that men run the infrastructure. So therefore,
at the moment, men run the world.
We need men.
Yeah. On a wider scale, yes. On a wider scale. On a personal scale, no. Because you don't need a man to provide for you.
Right.
You can earn our own wage.
But we need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily, no.
So,
because I know female mechanics, engineers, carpenters.
But remember that's exception. Like those industries are like 99% male.
Yeah, but for now.
Right.
For now. And we can change that.
We can.
With feminism.
But do we want to change that?
So many girls these days have like this inflated ego where it's all social media, bro. It's all us guys that are freaking boosting their egos. Stop validating them on social media. Stop following them. Stop liking their pics. Just stop freaking doing that shit. They're gonna become more humble. Alright? Stop doing that, bro. It's all our fault at the end of the day.
So I have this thing, call it a little quirk if you will. I have hair in my armpit. I have it there for a few reasons. 1, lazy. 2, fuck the patriarchy. And 3, your response to them tells me everything I need to know about you.
It does. It tells me that I like women that actually are clean and don't smell and keep themselves looking respectable and not like a psychopathic lunatic. So yes, if that's what my response to her tells you about me, that I like things to be modest and clean and nice, there you go.
That woman right there, I mean the one with the weird haircut, is out of her mind. When some conservatives or just people with common sense promote femininity, it's not to restrict anyone's freedom. In fact, all men want is beauty, but these feminists are doing anything to promote ugliness. If you've ever come across one of these chicks, you might know for a fact how bad they smell. They're not low-hanging fruit, they're people who can't be saved at all. Let's check the comments. I don't shave my armpits. Proceeds to shave half her scalp. There's actual issues out there, and these Western feminists are talking about armpit hairs. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with women keeping their armpit hair. I personally would not do that because I like to shave/wax my body hair. The thing that makes this woman insufferable is her attitude, in my opinion. If you're calling someone unclean and smelly just cause they're a woman and they've got natural hair on their armpit/body, sorry lady, I gotta disagree with you. I doubt you ever told your son to shave his armpits or legs. However, if we're talking attitude, it's what makes her unbearable. I'm not even concerned about her armpits, it's her haircut. Would you believe a single mom who divorced her husband but still loves him? Check this out.
Do you ever wish you stayed?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish we could have worked it out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So what made you guys get divorced, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I came to him and I gave him the very clear parameters. Mm-hmm. I was like, listen, I figured this is happening. It's undeniable. We can't deny this is happening. So let's just save our marriage and save our life. We have a great life. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I need these 3 things to happen. And not only did they not happen, but it got much, much worse. And then it got dangerous. And then it got violent. And then it got scary. And then I just felt like I didn't have a choice because things got so violent, dangerous, and scary.
Mm-hmm. So it weren't directly because of cheating then?
Initially it started off that way because there's just so much lies and deceit. And can I trust this person? And then, but I really, really wanted to make it work. I was like, why don't we'll just have an open marriage, which I knew would probably kill me inside. But I was like, I even offered it. I was like, that's really, really, really wanted it. I even gave him a contract for a second child. I said, you don't have to pay for the child. Like I really wanted the marriage to stay together. But I just got scared.
So if it was just strictly cheating, you think it would have worked out? Then it would have been all right.
No.
Well, I needed certain things to change. I needed some securities that weren't there.
Because I think, obviously,
what do you mean securities? Do you mind saying or no?
Well, when I found out that he was cheating, I also looked into our life a little bit more deeply, and I realized that absolutely nothing was in my name. Okay. I had nothing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a really vulnerable position here because I never even thought about it. And so then I was like, listen, I need to have some stake in our lives.
Yeah, cool.
And it was a protective mechanism, clearly. And he was like, no way.
Can I ask a question? So did you put yourself in that situation where you wanted to make it work for Penelope?
For sure.
Only, or because you loved him so dearly?
Also, I still love him today. And if he's watching right now, I mean, I was hoping he would come to London today and have lunch with us. I mean,
is he still single?
Yeah,
he's in a situationship.
He's in a situation.
Okay, so nothing real. Would you ever get back with him?
I would consider it. Penelope thinks I'm crazy, but I talk about it all the time.
Guys, my dad would never get back with her, so it's like I don't know.
But can I ask a question?
Ask him right now on camera.
No, don't do that. But can I ask a question? But why wouldn't you? I know you said you're doing it for Penelope, and I understand that absolutely. You can do anything to keep. I think people will do anything for their children, but don't you think that you should love yourself more instead of after what he's done and feel like you deserve better and you don't deserve to be treated like that? I
glorified what being a single parent was going to look like. And it was crazy because I had a single mom, so I should have known better. But honestly, I think it's modern day child abuse.
It is. And I watched her growing up.
You heard that, right? Modern day child abuse. The stats about single mother households are out there for a reason. Teenage pregnancies, drug dealers, criminals, and a bunch of unfortunate situations stem from that kind of household. You see, at least she admits she was wrong, especially because she neglected her mother's experience.
Struggle so much as one person to do all the work at home, like just one person, no support. I mean, it was so hard for you. Like I remember the nights you were like crying, and it also struck a strong heart and for me, there was like, I never want to have that. And I will do anything and everything in my power to never create that for my future family, because it was so painful. I don't wish that pain on anybody.
So if your man cheats, you're staying then?
Yeah, because if I have a family, I make a vow to God, to a higher power, that I will stick with this person for the rest of my life.
Of course.
I thought that I did that with your father too, but it happened. But I can never make up for that, for you not having a dad.
And there was a spiritual disconnection there.
Well, our values were different. I thought we were in a monogamous relationship, but I, found out otherwise. And maybe it was a phase. I don't know. Maybe you can't change people. I don't know. But, it's sad.
I mean, guys, he still admits to this day he regrets what he did. He wished he didn't do what he did, and he wishes he could have changed certain things. But so he's not doesn't have any remorse.
Because I just feel like majority, not all, majority of men do at some point in their life will cheat a relationship.
They will.
And if every woman leaves a man for cheating,
then you have all these motherless and fatherless families.
When a woman describes her relationship with a man and says it got violent, that's her way of saying she was violent without taking any responsibility for it. It doesn't mean that her partner wasn't violent, just that she was. Single mother equals modern day child abuse. So well said. Thank you for your honesty. Once you're married with kids, your well-being is not a priority anymore. It's your legacies, children, that should matter the most, at least until they become adults. She offered an open marriage, meaning she was already cheating on him. Modern women want it all. They were taught that they can have both families and careers, but they can't do all that without using some guy. But the real problem is that we've taught our daughters this while not teaching our sons anything different. I was married 22 years, went through a horrible divorce. I will never date again. I have mass respect for people that go back for seconds, thirds, etc., but I just can't. I'm perfectly fine alone, maybe better. I just lost faith that there is true love and refuse to even look for it anymore. I'm here for my kids and grandkids now. I remember the day when if someone proudly announced how much they loved themselves, man or woman, we just called them a narcissistic douchebag and moved on with our day. Now, we have an entire generation of women who think they sound virtuous in announcing their self-love. If these women thought about a man saying the same thing and how completely ridiculous it sounds, they would stop. When the government doesn't have a financial incentive for women to leave, then most of these problems will go away. My ex admitted to our 3 daughters that it was a horrible mistake to divorce me 26 years ago after 20 years of marriage. And 3 months after she kicked me out, I went to my 25-year high school reunion and met the woman of my dreams. We celebrate our 25th anniversary soon and are best friends, and our love and support for each other grows every week. The chick with the tattoo says, "Don't you think you should love yourself more?" Ma'am, this is the mindset that most women have embraced over the past years and took the world to the disaster we live today. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.